Energy up a little bit in here. How many of you are excited for the holiday season? Who's in the Christmas spirit? Just give me your appropriate level right there. Okay. For those of you that are excited about Christmas and are happy to be here, I would like you to kindly take a second to very carefully and very cautiously go fuck yourself. I don't know if it's the fact that I'm getting older. I don't know if it's the fact that my cynicism is just reaching a whole new level, but god damn it, I just don't have it in me anymore. Who was the guy that flipped me off up front? That's all right, okay, yeah. That's the appropriate amount of Christmas spirit. And look, I love the holiday, I really do. To me, it's an amazing time to get your entire family together, to bring, in many cases, unlikely people together, to share the love of humanity and share the love of the season. So this is my on-call phone. This is funny. That I have been afraid is going to be going off for the last 30 minutes. So this is going to be a very quick one-joke set. Are you guys ready for this shit? Okay. Damn, that sucks. Okay, Black Santa. Tertiary favorite characters for Christmas right now. Black Santa, very quickly, has made it onto my list. Not necessarily because I think Santa is black. I think Santa can be whatever color he wants to, but it's hilarious to me that the Lowe's in Goshen, Indiana insists on trying to sell a black Santa every year. You walk right in the door, they've got the whole display, off to the right is where the Christmas shit is, and right there up front is the white Santa and the black Santa, because they're trying to be inclusive. Mexican Santa's somewhere in the back. And every single year, when the Christmas season is over, who's got a 30% off tag on him? Fucking Black Santa. Do you know why Black Santa has a for sale tag on him? Because black people aren't dumb enough to put a fucking Santa Claus in their front yard. Not a single goddamn one of them's out there looking and saying, how would I like to piss off my white neighbors today? I think Black Santa. Fantastic way to make that happen for you. I do like to think a little bit about the holidays. I think if we're going to have Black Santa, which, so I grew up in a trailer park, and Trailer Park Santa and Black Santa are very similar. They don't actually show up until sometime in April when the tax check arrives. I think White Jesus is a fun character to think about, right? White baby Jesus. And I found a way that we can circumnavigate the logic that Jesus was white. 3 wise men showed up to the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay? Were they wise men? No. They were all men protecting their individual interests. They were there with gifts. Why? Well, they didn't exactly have DNA and paternity tests back then, did they? They were just going to kind of wait it out and see how it happened. There was probably, in the Middle East, at least one black guy in the group, so we can throw that in there. 2 Middle Eastern guys, no white guys. And then when the baby came out white, all of them said the same thing, which was, thank God. He's the Son of God. That's as far down that rabbit hole as I'm willing to do in Red County, Indiana. Because I live in the middle of Elkhart County, and that's pretty conservative, but you fucking guys down here, this is where you breed them, isn't it? So this year marks something very special. It is, my wife and I have been together for 10 years now. Actually, this is our 10th Christmas together, which I think is pretty cool. Thank you. We've been married for 8 years. We have a beautiful 6-year-old girl that we kidnapped 2 years ago and convinced was our daughter. She's as much of a smartass as I am, so I know she's mine. There's no way getting out around that. I'd love to tell you it's been easy throughout all those 10 years, but it's not always been easy. You see some things, you hear some things. Love and marriage is a test of time. But I know that God has his little tricks to make things work, because we have a very healthy sex life all these years later. I will brag. Thanks to hymns.com. Don't be ashamed, guys. When you hit 30, it starts happening. Just fucking call somebody. But When my daughter was born, there was an event that happened that should have scared me off for the rest of my life when it came to sex. I watched someone else's shit come out of my wife's vagina. Yeah, right? It's not funny. It was fucking horrifying. This is a thing that happens during birth, right? Sometimes in the process of birth, the baby's got to go to the bathroom, the internal sac ruptures, and it's a fucking one-way exit. It's not my fault that the doctor went, oh, look, you can see that it's crowning exactly at the moment that it happened. That is not the chocolate waterfall I wanted for my 26th birthday. But I saw it, and it happened. And here's how I know the world is weird, because here we are 6 years later, and I got no problem walking right up to that buffet for a snack. Here's my last joke for you, because I got to cut this one short and actually answer this phone call and do my job. By the way, I'm an animal control officer now. I already pulled a dog out of the fucking river today. I pulled 13 cats out of a hotel room yesterday. I did not want to be the cat wrangler when I got the job, but fucking here I am. Among the things my wife and I have tried to do, I don't know why that second part got a laugh. One of you just didn't have to explain that to me. Among the things my wife and I have had to do to spice up our relationship over the years is introduce a little bit of role play into the bedroom, right? Yeah, usually, I mean, everyone likes the medical genre. That's always a classic with the nurse and the blue gloves. And yeah, that's kind of fun. By the way, lube up if you're using the gloves. Because, you don't use an appropriate amount of moisture on that thing. And, no, there's no squeaking involved, man. It's just straight up screaming. That's what it is. I decided I wanted to throw some historical role play into it. Unfortunately, when I told my wife we wanted to do historical role play, the level of dedication, we were on like 2 different levels. Because I decided, let's do Abraham Lincoln and Mary Todd. That sounds fun. You're already depressed and angry all the time. This gets us halfway there. So for the Abraham Lincoln, I did what I could. I shaved my junk accordingly, a little bit of plumage there on the bottom, a little top hat, carved that up out top. And while I was doing the deed, I proceeded to recite the Gettysburg Address. 7 years ago, our forefathers brought forth on this continent a new nation dedicated to the prospect that all men are created equal. It's a lot of fun. And then, once a month, we pull it out again and we call it a night at Ford's Theater. I'm going to let that one sit in for a second. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, Plymouth. I'm glad you guys were here. What the fuck else were you going to do? But we'll get to that later. Take care.